Okay, so in this video we're going to be auditing epicinteriors.ia, and these are the primary keywords: tile contractor Cedar Rapids, floor installer Cedar Rapids, floor installation Cedar Rapids, and floor contractor. These are the specific interior pages that they would like to rank for, although that's not relevant because this is a local site, and we're going to try and get it up in the organics as well as the 3-pack. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing I do is I run Screaming Frog, and I can tell already that it's got too many. It's not got many HTML pages. There's just about 8 pages. So the content, as far as providing information and value to the user and establishing expertise as a contractor, you need to have a blog for that. And you definitely need a blog on this site because you have to establish your expertise somehow and tell Google that you know what you're talking about. Of course, the other pages also need to be with solid content. I'm gonna just minimize my SERP works, but definitely look some there are some formatting issues here. Google doesn't pick that up, but just from a user experience point of view, you need to just solidify that because it doesn't show professionalism. Then what I don't like here is the way they've gone and bolded particular keywords, particular words that doesn't really help nowadays that much. But and also the kind of words that they've bolded are not. I think they're just out of the whole flow. What we do. Okay, we specialize in ceramic or porcelain tile installation, and then he's linking to his services page, which is the general services, which I think it is the top link here, which is fine. And then our areas we serve. Okay, this right here. Here's a huge issue. They put the image, the logo. They've embedded the logo within the address listing, and this is not consistent for the NAP. So you're going to hurt your NAP data, your name, address, phone, when you go out and build all the citations to rank in the local 3-pack. This is definitely going to cause consistency issues. So they need to pull this out and just have the LLC, and then the phone number comes later. I mean, that's definitely not the way to write it. So if I was to do it, I would do it this way: name first. That's why they call it name, address, phone. So that's how the NAP needs to be. So I'm gonna put that down here. It's one of the NAP issues that definitely needs fixing, and I'm not sure how they have. They've got a verified account, but I'm not sure how their address is mentioned inside their in the maps and things like that. You can see right here they've just got they don't have any post, they don't have any action going on, and there's just one picture. That's not a good sign for sure. I'm also guessing that they've not got a verified account. They've not got Google My Business verified listing. They've not done the whole postcard and verification thing. I'm just going to check that in a bit. No, sorry, they've got this check mark which automatically tells me it's verified, but they've just not added their maps and the address and everything inside the pages. So they probably need to do that. So it looks like they've got some photographs and stuff, so that's okay, but it's not. I think they could do better with that. They could add more photographs and be more regular about it also. Now looking at that Twitter profile, somewhat active, but could be more consistent. I'm seeing jumps here and there. The following 96, but not got too many follows, which is Not a good sign. It's okay because the niche is really small, so that's fine. It isn't really um, the that signal is not that to be taken. I mean, it's not like an information portal, or it's not like a big site. So it's a specific niche. So having few social followers is not that big a deal. But again, Google does have a direct feed into direct access into the Twitter feed. So you just need to make sure that what you do on Twitter is organic and natural looking. Okay, and I quickly checked their citations. I mean, I went to Whitespark local citation finder, the free account, and it gave me about 71 citation sources for them. So it looks like they have been doing some sort of citation building, which is a good sign. But these could be mentions as well, and there's other ways you could actually look for these kind of mentions or citations. You can plug it in directly and then see what's happening here. Uh, they've got the Facebook page, or we could just go into Ahrefs and look up over there, and looks like they've got some Web 2.0 activity going on here. This I just want to quickly. What I'm basically okay. Then again, they've got like a business listing on Manta, which is good. What I'm trying to do here, I'm just kind of trying to quickly try and understand what kind of profile they have, what kind of backlinks they have, how far down the site is in doing their local SEO, and how much effort will be required. And we got to look at the competition also, but that we'll do later on. I just want to quickly here. So they've got some directory listings. Mm, mm, hmm. This right here looks like, okay. He's just got a like a video put up on one of the other sites. Uh, Incidentally, I didn't see too many YouTube. I saw some videos on Vimeo. Not sure why he didn't put them up on YouTube. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so back to his site. The homepage looks to have about 500 words, which is okay, but I would try and go for more. I would try and make it at least 750 to 1,000. It just helps. What he's missing out, I like the way he's put like a lot of LSI keywords over here in this section right here, the heading. But what he's really missing out, sorry, not the heading, but the description here. But what he's really missing out on is his H1, H2s are completely missing. And that's a big, like a warning signal here again. So we need to, and he's just got H3s which are solid. So here are the H3s, and what we could do is we could have better H3s instead of just what we do. So we can put down like we do X, Y, Z, uh, and this and that. So put those in the H3s and have a little more H4s. Then our location and our areas we serve, that's fine. But I would try and break some of those down into H4s and definitely move up. Have at least an H1 and then more H2s. So would optimize like that. I'm assuming that these images are his and they're unique. We can always do a quick check on those. Okay, so here's another user experience issue. That image didn't open up, and just I always like to check. I always like to check and see if these images are indeed unique, and he just not lifted it off. Sometimes sites lift it off other sites. So the best way is just to go to Google and do an image search check and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so he's showing up number one, so that's his image, all right. So I can assume he's good with that. Don't need to check the other images. He's probably taking those because okay. Let's put his phone number now. Why would you do that? Sorry, so coming back, I like the way he's put the other regions in here, but they are all, I take it they're all in like Iowa state, and these are just areas around. So I would try and maybe include some more and then put it in the meat of the content, put it in here somewhere in the page itself. Although you could put it in on the footer on all pages, that's fine. But sometimes what tends to happen, Google just wants to, they want this is important, organizing this properly, and then so they see that as a signal on every footer, and they pick that up for citation. So it may be the case that this gets mixed up over here. So some kind of mixed signals are passing down here. So okay, you could put it on the contact page, and let's go to the contact page next. And we have a form, which is good. Form looks okay. I would put a form on every page. Although if I was in any kind of local business, I'd put a form on every page, whether it's in the footer or a sidebar widget, doesn't matter, because I need to convert. You need to convert and get user terminations and get inquiries, and because Google is tracking this, so that helps. I'm not going to go ahead and test the form here, but looks like he's collecting minimum information, so that's fine. It just, you need to make sure they fill up the form and move on. And okay, so again we have an AP issue here. The address and the name is not, this is just, firstly, this is, if you want to put this, it's already there in the footer, but if you want to say, okay, they've come to the contact page and you want to put it, you need to lay it out properly. This is not written the right way for sure. Okay, so let's go to their, let's hit the services page first. So if I remember, there was a link to services. Okay, so if anyone clicks on this link, they're going to come here, which is a little interesting here, because I remember seeing this image on the home page. Was it there on the home page as well? Let's just go back and check. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, it's there on the home page as well. So just try and avoid that. I mean, one image is not going to hurt you, but don't have the same image repeated on multiple pages. I hope the content is also unique and not repeated. So it almost looks like they want to rank for tile installer. Interesting, because if okay, let's look at the reach. Let's look at this right here. Epic Interior Services is the H1, so I would definitely change that and put the primary keyword that they're trying to rank for up there. And H7 looking for, sorry, 7 H3s. So if they wanted to rank for tile installer, but it looks like they wanted to rank for tile contractor Cedar Rapids. So I would change the title. I would change this right here to looking for tile contractor in Cedar Rapids area. That would be my H1, and then I'd follow with H2 and H3s, which maybe had some of the other ones that we also do floor installations and things like that. We've got experts at floor installation here, but they've not got any location there, which is fine, because Google will pick that up by the time it understands it's a local site in that area. But still, I would maybe make this longer, look for some LSI keywords, and I just want to check, is that part of the H7s? Experts at floor installation, yeah, it is, so that's okay. I'll try and make it an H2. All services offered. Okay. That's fine. I would definitely increase the word count. There's just 600 here. I know it's not an easy topic sometimes to write about, but if you're the expert in the topic, you need to provide value, like what we do when we install floor tiles. Like these are the uh, these are the steps we follow, or these are uh, things like that, or things to look out for, watch out for, and our process. So talk about your process and things like that, not just claiming that we'll do this and we'll do that. Talk more about the process, put more pictures, establish expertise and establish authority. Not only to Google, not only will it help you rank higher and feed more content to Google, but it'll establish your authority in the eyes of the customer, and they would fill up this form and convert, which is what Google is tracking. Okay, so they do have a contact us on this page, so that's fine. I was hoping they'd have it on every page, and they have it on the sidebar widget, which is fine. Okay, so let's move on to the tile installation. They've got very, very few pages in this site, just about three, four, five main pages, the home page, and then these five. So they definitely need a blog, and they need to establish more authority with more content. Okay, here we go. So this page is way too thin in content. And I'm sure Screaming Frog also probably picked it up with having installation tile contractor. So let's look at that. Tile contractor right here, 180 words. That's too low. Too low. And then it's not linking. It's not linking to the. It's not linking contextually again. See, the site is not linking contextually. Yes, from the home page, they do have a link coming into services. But if services is your most important page, then you need to be linking upwards from these sub pages upwards to services. So if you build links to these inner pages, it passes the juice onto the services page. Or if you want to just rank your home page and push everything to your home page, by all means link to other important pages from your home page. But Google needs to understand which of your pages are the most important and the ones you want to rank, which is why we build contextual links to those pages, more contextual internal links to those pages, so more juice flows through. And at the same time, your menu tells Google immediately which pages on your site are the most important. So again, now this page seems to have fair amount of content, but 600 words, okay, it's okay, but I would go for more, without of course writing gibberish. And then he's got the tiling specialist link here, which goes to your probably this one right here. And again, so he's mixed up things. He's talking about areas of operation in the bathroom remodeler. You see how that doesn't work. The content this is out of context. This definitely needs to be lower down in the page, and it's in the footer. So why just keep repeating it everywhere? And again, instead of writing something like what we can do for you, talk about the topic. Talk about this. Like if you're talking about bathroom remodeling, then say we can remodel your bathroom in for you. Hire us. Things like that. So don't just put generic topics. Put topics that have the keywords, the primary keywords, or the secondary keywords, or some of the LSI keywords. Once you do your keyword research. Okay, so the best choice. Okay, this sounds okay to me. See, stuff like that would be fine because it's got this in it. Okay, so now he's put a lot of images, which is good, and I hope these images aren't the same images on the other pages, because that's not a good thing. And again, I would have captions for each images. So go into WordPress, and there's a small little option called captions. Make sure you add those captions, because captions are helping are a good on-page factor, ranking factor. The keyword here, he's used the keyword in the image name, so that's good. So that's solid, and I hope he's got the alt tags also. We can find out if he's Yeah, so he's put the alt tags in here, so that's fine. Using project will be title. Okay, that's fine. I'd add a little more content, and maybe I'd put these images within the content also. If I was doing this, and then I'd link maybe one more link to the home page from within the content. That's assuming you have only so many pages, but definitely you need to have a lot more pages on this site, uh, because it's not going to do much with, you're not establishing expertise, and Google is not going to be too happy with thin content. Yeah, so you've got a fair number of pictures, so put a lot more pictures because people like to see that. It increases their dwell time on your page also and reduces your bounce backs, so keeps people engaged for longer. So add those more visual images and put them higher up on the page. There's no need to put it way down, because people want to have that. I mean, I'd always start the top of the page. I put a big image here because we are humans are like drawn into images, and that's what gets us. I mean, it'll keep them going and it'll keep them scrolling, which is what you want to do initially. If you just put text in, which is bland and boring and doesn't appeal, they're just going to click out or hit back, and people don't have that much of an attention span now. They just one click, poof, and they're gone. So just be a little careful with that. Put an image, yeah, have a big image on top, nice image which is visually appealing, and then draw them into the content. This page looks like it's got a decent number of content, but again, you're just repeating this, and this has been repeated in all your pages, and it's repeating on your footer also. I know you want to say that, but put that on your home page, or maybe the footer or the sidebar widget. We also service these areas, and just forget about it. Don't put it in your main content. Again, now this page has absolutely no contextual link. It doesn't have a link within the content ranking or passing link juice down to any of the other pages. So you need to definitely work on that. And by all means, go ahead and use a keyword you want to rank for when you do that, because it'll help you pass a link juice down for that particular keyword on your site. So there's nothing called like overstuffing, keyword stuffing, as when you link internally within your own site with the anchor links. I mean, don't go to an extreme, but you can do that. Google gives us a fair amount of flexibility to do that because it's our own site. And surely we want to tell Google, like, these are the keywords we want to rank for. We're not building any links outside of our site. But hey, if you're coming to my site and you want to inspect my site, I'm telling you these are the keywords I want to rank for. And I'm building links using those anchors within, and the site is in my control. So I'm not doing anything like Black Hat. I'm not going outside and building links to my site within to, outside links coming into my site. But I am by all means trying to rank my own site and its own internal pages. And I want to tell you, which is Google, I want to tell Google which are the most important pages on my site. So in order to do that, you have to give that signal to Google. And the only way you can pass that signal on to Google in a purely white hat way is by linking more to those pages. So say you wanted to rank the services page. I mean, that was the most important page on your site. Then definitely the services, the in-content links should be coming to the services page from as many pages on your site as possible. I'm not saying spam. I mean, build a link to the services page on all your pages, but definitely it depends. It depends on how many. Now it depends how big your site is. So I'd say just the if say X. Okay, let's try and understand this a little better. If you want to rank page X within your site the most, to do that, that page X should have the maximum inbound links from your site itself coming to it. Whether it's a menu link, which is going to be constant for all pages, or whether it's in content link, like links within the content. So it should have maximum links coming to it. And that's how that's called siloing, and that's how you silo structure your site. Of course, that's a very advanced topic, and we will discuss that at some point of time. But right now, let's look at the audit right here. Okay, so I think I covered that, and let's talk a little. Let's look at his backlink profile a little bit. Okay, so I'm back in Ahrefs over here. I did see he's got some video links, but he put them on Vimeo. Now Vimeo is not a Google-owned property, so I definitely, if you want to get link juice, I mean he's done a good job with this. Here's the no, that's the Storify. Sorry, I think the Vimeo link was. I did see it before, but he's done a decent job with this page. I mean, the video is okay. It's not. It's just a. It's got some audio tracks with some images and everything. Let's. In fact, let's head out and see the video because it'll be a little hard for me to explain otherwise. So he's got. Firstly, he should be doing this on YouTube, yeah, because that's going to give him more link juice and more benefit. Now the. Okay, so what we have here is some audio playing in the background, and then his pictures are coming, stuff like that, and there's nobody talking. There's no authority being depicted over here. It's just like a portfolio image. So while one video like this is fine, try not to overdo it. Try and talk because Google can pick up the audio tracks right now and transcribe them. So try and establish expertise. Talk a little bit about yourself. Come on screen. Talk about why you're an expert and how you go about doing your processes. Maybe even show a live project happening. And some actual flaws being fixed and what you should look out for, and speak out a bit because that text gets transcribed into content, and when you put it up on YouTube, Google can pick that up. And by the way, Google has now got the ability to recognize things that are happening within the video, not just the audio, but the actual video. They just announced that recently that their algorithm can do that right now. So definitely they'll be able to tell the quality a little bit better. They could already read images, yeah, but which means like if you put up a fresh image of a cat, which you never tagged, you didn't say it was a cat, but you put it up on the Google, you uploaded it, and Google indexed that page. The AI could pick it up as a cat and could automatically understand that there's a cat in the image. So that they've already mastered. I mean, it's been a while since they've been able to do that, but now they've announced that they can do that in videos also, which means they can identify cats inside videos or dogs or cars and things like that, which is pretty scary, but their AI is getting very advanced. So that's something you may want to look out for. I like the way he's done this. It's brilliant, and the way you're linking your other social properties, that's good. And you've got some description and everything here, but you need to be doing this on YouTube. You could do it on Vimeo also. I'm not saying don't do it, but primarily focus on YouTube because that's what's going to give you the link juice, and it's just a site with more traffic also, and Google tends to rank it more. Okay, so they've got a lot of Storify links, and again, I'm seeing these are kind of Web 2.0 links. Just a few pages about me. You're losing a fair number of links here, which is not a good sign, but you're building them up on the same site in Storify, so that's not a good sign again. They do have some directory links, but you're losing them. So you lost a link on local Yahoo, which is not a good sign because Google sees that. I mean, if you're losing too many links, if you're building links and at the same time you're losing them, that's not a good sign because Google understands that the site owners or whoever the property is they're taking down your links, and if too much of that happens, it's a sign of hey, some shady activity going on over here. Okay, so coming back, okay, looking at Storify. So Storify, again, this is a Storify page. You put some effort into it, but again, just linking randomly, and this just looks like a shoddy cut and paste job. I wouldn't do this even if it was, I mean, I just wouldn't do it even if I was doing it on a Web 2.0 property. By all means, do a few Web 2.0 properties, don't overdo it, but when you do it, try and put something of the content should be valuable and it should not be spun content. So let's just look at this. Make sure that content, okay, so let's say today people not only wish to maintain their house, antique showpieces, but also the floor of the houses. Flooring means, So yeah, so this is like badly written stuff, probably just badly written, not much value. The content is too thin, and it may not be spun, but I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if this is unique stuff. We can just check. If you've given this to someone to build, I mean, the least they could do is write unique content. Let's check that out. Yeah, so it is coming from your page, so it's fine. But author stream, it's in multiple places, the same content. And I don't know if these are your profiles or if these are somebody else's profile. We'll find out right now. This looks like a PBN, I can tell immediately. It's a PBN for sure. And so I'm not really sure like whether the PBN has a duplicate content or if your Web 2.0 post has a duplicate content. So you need to check that out first, because I don't see a link going to your site here, but I'm sure it's masked there somewhere. But that's what. So just be a little careful when when you're going out there and you're getting content. It has to add value. If this is a tier 1 page and is linking to your site, like right here, Google's looking at that tier 1. And if you're going to spin content, you're going to write thin content or content that doesn't have value, or content that doesn't get traffic, that doesn't attract traffic and produces click-throughs. So they're going to watch this click. So when people come to this page and they click this and they come to your site, Google is tracking that action. So if this is the dead page and nobody visits, it's as good as not having this page at all. So your tier 1s need to be pages that you want to rank. That's very, very important. They need to be real pages that get real traffic, maybe social shares, but they get real traffic from ads or from organic or from some other social profiles, or they need to be up in places that get traffic so that they can drive the click to your site. And that click will give you, will affect your rankings in a positive way. So that's important because Google is able to track all this. This is all the new way of doing SEO. So you need to make sure you do that. So okay, here, so you do have a YouTube video. Let's visit your YouTube page and your channel and see what's happening over here. Okay, so right off, you don't have a phone number in there. So if this ever ranks and somebody does the search on a mobile phone, they're not going to be able to contact you quickly. They're going to have to come here, they're going to have to click this, and there's no phone number or anything here. Again, this is done in a very shoddy manner. I really perfect this. See, it's not about the quantity of work anymore, it's the quality. So if you do a few things, but you do them perfectly, you set up your social profiles properly, you set up your tier 1s in the best possible manner, you optimize them, perfectly, your content is rich and there's no garbage like floating around, and you're just like building stuff like crazy stuff. You just hire people to go and build links and just slap on content, people who don't use their mind, and that's old school. That's not going to work anymore. It's not going to help you rank. In fact, it's going to hurt your site. So I definitely clean this up over here. This is not good. This is not a good sign. I mean, I put all your connect up. Don't put these short links here. I mean, I know you may be trying to jump to particular pages on your site or maybe different social profiles, but just list your social sites over here. List the most important pages on your site. Have a title. Have some more content. And your videos, of course, need to be providing more value. Okay, so you're linking to some other site, which maybe it looks like a photograph site or something, or an interior design site. This is to I am Gur, and see, so this is just spun garbage right here. So I can tell right away that this page has zero value and probably been created using some garbage mass posting tool. That's not going to help you if it's pointless doing it. You just don't do that. Okay, because Google's going to pick that up immediately. Now let's look at someone who's right here. Look at this guy. Okay, he's tiling courses, so he's teaching courses, which is fine, which is okay. There's another video of yours. I take it all your videos just have they're firstly all just about a minute to 2 minutes long, and they're just these random videos created with a tool. What I would ideally like you to do, I mean, I'd like Joe Stull to, if I got the pronunciation right, to build a persona online, to establish expertise, to come on the videos, talk about it, talk about what he does, show a few projects, get a little, build a little, give people more value, be informative about it, establish authority. I keep saying that, but that's how you gotta get followers, get other people in the business to follow you, other people who are doing the same, who are in the same niche and who provide the same services. I mean, they should be following you. So once you do that, your site's going to rank on its own. That just works wonders. So okay, so coming back, let's go back to this right here. So yeah, so most of the links over here are getting deleted over here, or they're just Web 2.0 links or comment links. They're just not healthy links. Okay, coming back now, let's look at the overall link profile. I want to look at the anchor text, the anchor cloud. Okay, so this is a little alarming because you don't have any links here. Okay, fine, maybe you launch a site, but maybe this link velocity is a little too high. This is called link velocity. When you sort of the rate at which you build your links, it's a little too steep. Okay, the do follow links. Okay, it's not that bad. So this right here we have the do follows, this dark one right here. So you've got a few do follows and you've got more no follows, which is, it's not, I mean, it's not that alarming anymore, but still you need to have a little more do follow links. I think you'd just benefit a lot more, because then you're just building the wrong kind of links. Build a few links and make sure they have more power than just going for quantity. Go for quality. Your anchor cloud looks to be okay, but look at this right here. Have a peek at this website. 21% of your links that. That's unnatural. Again, this is like too high. That's fine. You don't have any generics. Yeah, this anchor ratio is again completely unnatural. So definitely it's going to hurt you. And Penguin's going to look at that. That's a Penguin algorithm that's going to pick that up. Okay, so with that done, I think I've covered everything. Let's just go through the content can be better. Inner pages need more information. Conversion page, your conversions need to be better. Your form needs to be on all the pages. Yeah, your Google Maps is missing. You need to embed a Google Maps. You need to create that Google Maps page and then embed it in your site. Site has too many thin pages. The content is not thick enough, and the overall site has few pages. The content is not authoritative enough. Your NAP data, that's the way you write your name, address, phone, is inconsistent. It's not proper basically, and I've not checked the way you've done your citations. So we need to check how you've done your citations. So I'm guessing it's not going to be consistent because you wrote your phone number right in the middle, bang in after your name. That's not how you do it. You have to have a name first, then your address, and then the phone number. I checked about 70 citations, so you'll probably be doing that, but I'm not sure how effective that is, and I would need to get into more details on that and to study that. And your NAP data should be like this. So again, so if you write your name like this and then you write your address this way, let's say you put a comma right here. So then you need to put that comma in every citation you build. make sure you do that. So if you put a dot after the street, then you need to put that dot in every citation you build. You need to have it consistent, because that's what Google looks at. That consistency is what Google looks at when it tries to rank you in the snack pack, in the three local listings on top. You verified your listing, which is a good thing, but there's still a lot more work to be done as far as this site goes. And I hope you enjoyed that audit, and